Hi Kiwi, alright, we are back at Hades 1. We're going to be running the aspect of Zagreus on the Shield of Chaos. We are going to be taking the Poseidon Keepsake. We're going to try and go all in on Poseidon. We're going to be taking 20% hard ladle, 60% jury summons, 3 levels of extreme measures, and 1 level of tight deadline to get us to 11 heat altogether.
Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Indeed. Alright, so my goal on this run is to get as many Poseidon boons stacked up as possible, but we're not getting a Poseidon boon, we're getting a, to start off, a hammer. I do actually want the dash strike here because I'm probably gonna, I'm planning to potentially go into Splash Dash, which is Poseidon's special, and just go all in onto like dashing, smashing. Charged Flight and Dread Flight don't really sound that exciting to me, so yeah, we will take Dashing Wallop, and we'll see how this goes. It's a big AoE on the special. Oh, there was a fish. Unfortunate. Well, so, do I have any fancy news? Well, not really necessarily fancy, but I do actually have, I have a fair few days off in a row right now. I don't think I'm back. It's Thursday, I think, today, and I don't have to go back to work until Wednesday next week, so we'll have a nice few days together.
This darkness.
Chaos or Poseidon this early? I think we take the Chaos Boon because there are a lot. He can offer a lot for our attack and our dash strike, so we can stack up a fair bit of damage, and we will likely see Poseidon again pretty soon.
Son of Hades, let me welcome your return here to my space within the underworld, and bid you choose an alteration to the fabric of reality.
Alright, what alteration do we get? Attack deals 38% more damage. If we use our special, we get hit for 5 HP. That's not a big deal to me. 38% damage sounds great. And there we go. We got a Golden Laurel Poseidon boon, which means it should have a pretty decent chance of giving us a rare attack boon or a rare dash boon. And I'll take either at this stage, but my goal is the attack and the dash. Potentially get a Zeus special so that we can get their duo, or Zeus's call would be fine too, although Poseidon's, like I said at the start, my intent is to go all in on Poseidon. If I can get as many Poseidon boons as possible, amazing. Probably not going to happen, knowing our luck. Watch, he'll give us the cast. He's just going to give us only the cast. Watch. That would be unfortunate if that were the case, not unsurprising if it is. We know our luck.
Lord Poseidon.
I'm told a number of the underwater denizens from my domain were captured fair and square through your surpassing skill using the rod of fishing, little Hades. They're yours. I've millions more.
He's so proud of his nephew. Okay, so we did actually get an epic level attack, so we'll start with that. Your attack deals more damage and knocks foes away, 55% more damage. That's pretty solid. We will take the key here because I do think we'll want some rerolls on this run just to potentially get some decent
A fountain chamber.
potential boons. I didn't even realize I took damage already. Artemis or Palm? Let's take the Palm and get some more damage on the attack. Artemis isn't a bad option for this build. I'm probably going to be attacking fairly often, so support fire would be kind of funny. But if I'm dashing about, maybe not so much. Realistically speaking, though, pressure points is never wrong. I forget what her curse is called, but the one that places marked, which makes enemies more likely to be crit. Always good. We'll start saving up some coin potentially to get the, what's it called? I'm having a brain fart. The Titan Blood or the Diamond in Styx. But again, I think this is going to be more of a fun run. If I can make it work, we will see, because sometimes we get like the god that I'm going to build around once and then don't see them again for the rest of the run. Who knows how this will go. Let's see. Ooh, another Poseidon already, and another Golden Laurel Poseidon, so hopefully we can get his dash here, or any of his secondary boons would honestly be fine as well. Doomstone High. In that instance, it felt like Zagreus didn't quite know what to say. But yeah, Poseidon has the potential to do a lot of damage.
Mighty Poseidon, greatest of my uncles, arguably. Please accept this gift.
Arguably. I definitely prefer Poseidon's personality over Zeus. They're both kind of like overbearing and definitely self-indulgent. Or overly self-confident, perhaps. A tad too prideful, but meh. I definitely like Hades the most of the three.
For all the times I'm offered gifts or sacrifices, little nephew, I still always very much appreciate it. I mean, look, I'm grinning ear to ear.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay, Cast, Razor Shoals, or Breaking Wave. These are all really good. I think I'm going to take Razor Shoals for now because it's 20 damage every 0.2 seconds for 3 seconds. That adds up to being quite a bit. Breaking Wave is pretty fantastic, but won't do us much against bosses. Yeah, Razor Shoals it is. That's a pretty solid tier 2 boon. And we're going to get another Palm either on the attack, or I could put it on Razor Shoals potentially and get even more damage. I'm not sure which makes more sense. But right now, our dash attack is hurting pretty hard between the Poseidon boon and what Chaos gave us. I just have to stick to dash attacking, and everything gets one shot right now.
Ready for them.
Even the big guys get two shot. And if I had Breaking Wave to slam them into a wall, it would probably be more. Or it probably would one shot them. Frankly, Razor Shoals is doing the work. If they just move a little bit, they're dead.
Gods grant me strength.
I think I'll stick to the attack for now, because I think that will overall give us more damage. I could be mistaken.
What's in the well this time?
If nothing else, it is fun to just one-shot things. I will not spend my gold here. Mid-shop. Alright, so we have a level of convenience fee on. I don't actually know how much things cost, but it is our best chance at seeing another Poseidon boon, so I will take this. I think I can afford it. I might be mistaken. Athena. I don't know how Athena duos with Poseidon. Let's see. Alright, I don't remember how they duo. Where are you? Olympian gods. I guess let's real quick just check what Poseidon's duo boons look like and decide, is there anything that makes a ton of sense for us. So starting off, what's Athena give you? 10% damage reduction on bosses is completely useless to me for the most part. A lot of Poseidon's duo boons aren't really for damage, they're for like support. I think I'm good, honestly. I'm not really hunting for any duos. Athena's dash is always a good option, but I honestly want Poseidon's dash more. So, oh well. A little bit less damage than we could have gotten, but it was all for the chance of potentially seeing another Poseidon boon, so I'm not going to complain too much. We took the risk, we knew what we were risking. We just didn't get what we wanted. It is kind of fun just one-shotting all these enemies with some big water effects. I don't know, there's no real equivalent of slapping someone across the face with a water. Like, when we were using the... Where is this last enemy? Where are you? There you are. When we were using...
Charon's going to want all this.
The aspect of Lucifer, it was basically we were playing a Super Soaker build. We were just firing a water gun at everyone. But I don't think there's a equivalent to a shield when it comes to, like, water play. You know, it's always kind of lame when you slap a witch over a spike pit and it doesn't get triggered because the witches are flying. Ground traps only get triggered if you step on them. Like I had to demonstrate, apparently. I felt that demonstrating was wholly necessary there, apparently. And there's another demonstration, just in case the first demonstration wasn't enough. But yeah, our damage is pretty darn up there so far. And another level of our attack, or another shop. We'll take the shop again for the same reason we took it last time. If we're offered Poseidon, we're happy.
Pleasure doing business.
Okay. So here's a couple boons that, like, Breaking Wave is definitely worth taking. I would still love to see his dash. Don't care about cast, specials, whatever. I'll leave those slots open for potential duos, and really the only one I'm interested in is the duo with Zeus for Sea Storm, because that's always really strong. I think I'll probably just take Breaking Wave here, because this will make us have more AoE when we already have plenty of AoE. I bet
I'll just have a look around.
I bet Charon would be a lot of fun at concerts. Can I get a hey? I think I've made that
Fury
joke
Sisters?
before, and I'm sorry if I have. You said it, Tisiphone. I'm trying to get all my cast gems in her, or I'm periodically tossing a cast in, because I want to keep, what is it, Boiling Blood, the boon that makes her take more damage for having a cast stone in her. But really what matters is I just constantly am dash striking, pretty much. We've got the early game damage right now. We just need the late game damage. If we get Sea Storm comboed with Jolted, we'll have a pretty consistent way of getting status ailments and then status privilege going. We don't quite have that yet, but I think we will. I can see the
No
path.
murder.
I can see the path to what we want. Now, I will say, if we are offered a choice between Zeus and Poseidon, I will choose Poseidon first.
Here's to a pleasant voyage up in Asphodel.
Got to keep going.
But we will take the Zeus keepsake with the intent of potentially finding another another Poseidon
Nowhere
boon.
to go but up.
But if we can get Zeus, again, I'll take either his special or his call. I think slight preference to his special. Because if I can use all of Poseidon's damaging boons,
It's nice and warm out here, I'll give it that.
other than his special, which I'm not really building into with this weapon, that would be a lot of fun. Sadly, just some coin here. We'll take what we can get, I suppose. And again, it will afford us another boon in the shop, which could potentially, as the last instance proved, be another Poseidon boon. So I'm not going to complain too heavily about not getting quite what I want. Splish, splash, we were taking a bath. I feel like I'm on a slip and slide. All I need is splash dash, and I'm going to be having a fun time.
That's something.
Kiwi, did you ever get to play on those slip and slides when you were a kid? My mom never allowed me on them. She was worried about my back. And you know what? Fair point to her. I actually have a lot of back problems, but I don't think they were related to me not using a splish and splash. I think they were due to me being extremely careless when I was taught how to lift or lift heavy objects at many of my previous jobs that well, currently my work and my previous work all required me to do heavy lifting, and I am suffering because of it. If I knew what I knew now, I would probably lift better than I do currently, but unfortunately, I did have to like kind of compensate onto my knees, and now my knees are going too. My body was not made for the work that I have taken. That's all I'll say.
Sure.
Alright, let's take the shop again. See if we can find another Poseidon. If we see Artemis here or Zeus, I'll probably buy either of them. A random boon, do I risk it? Yeah, let's risk it.
I greet you, cousin.
Athena.
We can switch to a different boon.
I would like none of these, please. I don't really want her cast, but I'm not using the cast for anything, so I guess we'll take her cast. It'll let us have a potential duo with her, but it's really not an exciting duo. There's good old Zeus, and we're getting another...
Steady now.
We're getting a lot of golden morals on our core boons. So for reference, in case you haven't noticed, when we go into a chamber, the little door that you pass through to get into that chamber has some morals around it, and they can be gray, they can be gold, and the rarity of the boons that you can potentially find is represented by that.
Hey, Voldy.
Oh, I was a little early on that. Okay, maybe got them both. Cool.
See you. That's better.
Poseidon sought you out already, hmm? My boastful brother gets on with Lord Hades even worse than I. So let me put a little spark into his storms for you.
Sea storms. Okay, we will very gladly take Zeus's aid here. It's not only is it an epic boon, it's a really strong boon on its own, even at its base level. Anyway, so what I did there was I dropped Boldy with my Chthonic keepsake, or my Chthonic companion rather, and I was able to, because there's a delay but when you summon Boldy before he actually falls, I was able to hit both of the mini bosses with it, which felt fairly fancy. These enemies are always funny because they have a bad habit of jumping into the lava. They often jump right out afterwards, but if they don't, I am getting hit with all of their waves. All of their pink waves of death. Unfortunate. I definitely took more damage in this room than I strictly needed to. I think, even though these Hydra heads do kind of, what are they called? Drakens, I think he called them in the past. Even though they do kind of like teleport around, they don't end up taking rupture damage because they're not moving per se. They're just kind of teleporting. Or maybe they do. I don't know. That guy definitely died to do it. We'll take Hermes here. I think what I want most is always the Greater Haste Rush Delivery combo, where you get more damage the faster you are, and one of those gives you more speed, more movement speed. But also the other thing I would be interested in, and probably the thing I'm more interested in for this kind of build, is more dashes. So if we get a boon that gives us a lot more dashes, that sounds like a lot of fun. These guys are like getting significant distance with their jumps there. One thing that I'm trying to practice and train myself into doing more, if you haven't noticed, is when I am waiting for enemies to spawn in, I try to position myself to their left, because apparently every enemy in this game always spawns in facing to the right, so you can reliably get those backstabs that give extra damage. Where is this last enemy? Saw you. I saw you. He was hiding. Or she, I guess they're witches.
You ever wonder how I got this fast, cuz? Lots of practicing, I'll tell you that. And being born unnaturally quick, I guess.
Gotta go fast. Let's see. Second win. After using call, gain dodge chance and move speed for 10 seconds. Your attack is faster. Your god gauge charges up automatically. I think, honestly, I like quick favor here the most, because 1% every 2 seconds isn't a whole lot, but it does add up. And we have an amazing call. We have like a really strong call. We've got shop, palm, or HP, and a well of Karen. Let's see what's in the well. Chance for Chaos Gate. That could cost us a hammer and Elysium, but we'll probably be offered it again, honestly. Or increased rarity. I'm going to take the increased rarity here, I think. I'll leave the Chaos Gate be. We already got one attack boon up, and I'm pretty happy with that. Sure, we could get more damage from a dash strike, but I want to save my coin in the hopes of buying something in sticks.
Bite this.
Because it could guarantee us one more chance at a Zeus or Poseidon duo. Dionysus isn't even part of the conversation here. I'm not interested. I will take this HP because I'm a little prone to taking damage in Lerny when I'm playing melee builds. I just always kind of dash into the lava because I'm too busy focusing on DPS to think about where I am. And I need to.
Good day, Lenny. And now, prepare to die.
I need to get more. I need to be more practiced in that and be a little bit better about it. But strictly speaking, it's not. It's never necessary damage, I guess. And I am getting hit by those waves a lot. I guess my dash strike does not give me invulnerability frames. That's probably the mistake I'm making. And that's maybe the best reason to argue I should have taken Athena's dash. But I'm holding out for Poseidon's dash because it'll be more fun. Of course, there are a lot of other boons that I would take before Poseidon's dash at this point, given how where we are now. So I guess if I get offered the options, I'll weigh them carefully. Yeah. I'm gonna do my best not to waste a Death Defiance here, but I'm not doing... you know what? I should have used my cast there. I would have blocked all that damage. We have Greater Call. I'm gonna save it for filling off all the trash heads, or like the bonus heads. So here, let's take these guys out. Man, if I had jolted right now, that would speed things along so much. But we got rid of most of the heads that way. I think it's highly unlikely that I get through this without dying. Well, that wasn't exactly how I expected it to happen, but oh well. Not a clean Lerny, but it rarely is, let's be honest. And also a slow Lerny. This is definitely slower than I would like it to be. We'll get plenty of health from... There, I reflected it this time. I remembered. Oh no, don't dash into the water.
Don't do that.
Sorry, he hissed at me. I got spooked a little bit. Alright, that was a pretty lousy Lerny.
Enjoy your magma bath.
But Lerny in my head is way easier than he sometimes really is. He is a reminder that you need to learn how to position well, and I don't always respect that. Alright, what are we going to go with for the rest of the run now? We've seen the two gods that I actually cared about seeing. Why don't we take the Harpy Feather Duster? Broken urns have a 3% chance to contain HP items. That'll give us a chance to heal up a little bit, because we're taking a lot of damage, and we need an excuse to level this keepsake up anyway. It doesn't do a whole lot for us, or I could take the coin purse. Now, well, let's take Harpy Feather Duster. A little bit more HP doesn't hurt. Having said that, I could take 23 HP. It's a 1-to-1. Let's... I don't think I need it since I'm taking Harpy Feather Duster. We'll save the coin. It's not a whole lot of coin to lose, but I think I'm okay without it.
Get me out of here. Cheers.
All right, so we're still lacking some of the core damage boons that we're looking for in this build. Again, primarily focusing around Poseidon.
Let's slay some heroes then.
And, oh wow, it gives 10 HP per healing item. All right, so I need to break all the pots. Good to know.
For all his faults, Father did make this place look good.
And we're doing pretty well on time, all things considered, because I mean, look at our timer. We've got 17 minutes left on tight deadline. I think we're pretty good. All right, we're gonna take the Zeus here. What ultimately what it boils down to is I'm not gonna go out of my way to hit the pots. But I will, if I see them in my travels, I will hit them. Okay, well, I got caught on the wall there, which was unfortunate. These guys do, if they can't make sharp turns, so if they get caught on a wall, they just instantly explode. But we are taking far more damage to them than I would like to. Just let them die to the trap there. I'm like, you guys have the scary pokey sticks. We don't need to deal with this. Yeah, so these guys are kind of like almost training for fighting Asterius. You can kite them into a wall.
Olympus, I accept this message.
I did take a lot of damage there. Let's see. Static discharge. Okay, we'll gladly take Jolted. We're basically set. All we need is the duo now, and there's our hammer. I don't really know very well what what other boons I would want on the shield to make this build really pop off. Or let me rephrase that. I don't really know what my options for hammers on the shield are. So I guess we'll all find out together. I guess that's something I need to remember is I do have the ability to block damage by holding the shield. Or by holding the attack button. Like so. It looks like the core of our damage comes from knocking enemies into walls, which isn't a surprise given we got Breaking Wave and the like. But I need to use it more because our base damage isn't great. We could also very much use the boon that gives us the damage buff against bosses, because bosses cannot be knocked back. Alright. This is not a great set of boons for our build. I guess I'll just take the Bull Rush gains a Power Rush that does 500% damage, but all of these are bad. Oh well.
He just grows stronger.
We'll take Hermes here. Again, I think at this point, the thing I'm looking for the most are just more dashes. So if we can get that, awesome. If we can't, oh well, not a surprise. Using my Bull Rush here defensively, like I know we just got a boon for it to do more damage, but again, I'm not terribly excited by the damage it potentially offers. So I'm using it more defensively than anything else.
Good.
Usa's Keepsake is actually carrying here. We've gotten a lot of HP recovered from it. Pop the Zeus boon here, or the Zeus call here, because it does add up to being a lot of damage.
In the name of Hades.
Between Jolted, the base damage, on its own, Greater Haste really doesn't excite me that much. Side Hustle would be good for just trickling in some gold, especially once we get to Styx. I think I'm going to reroll once and hope for a... Nothing. Okay. I guess we'll take this. Second one, after using Call, gain dodge chance and move speed for 10 seconds, equal to 30%. Like, Side Hustle sounds fun on paper, but I don't think it's going to make or break this run. We'll take this... Oh, hey, another Zeus boon.
Allow me, boy, to introduce some of my loyal subjects.
So this gives us a pretty... The Zeus boon coming up gives us a pretty sizable chance of getting us a duo between Zeus and Poseidon, which will be fantastic if we do get it. These guys are just sliding everywhere.
You waste my time.
I don't know if you saw it there, but that final kill was kind of fancy. I missed with the special, but got it on the rebound. The auto-aim function on controller is sometimes a little bit more hit or miss than I would like it to be. Alright, so this is going to be a room where I definitely re-roll if I can, because I have a chance of getting the duo. We'll only use one reroll because every time you reroll multiple times within an offer, the cost of that reroll increases. So it costs 1 initially, and then it costs 2, and then I think it goes up to 3. I don't think it doubles each time, but still, it adds up very quickly. And those rerolls are hard to come by because you're not often offered a lot of key chambers, and I have yet to really stack up the buff from the mirror either.
In the name of Hades.
Okay. So double strike isn't bad, but I really want the duo first.
How about some other boons instead?
We did not get it, so I guess we will take double strike here, which is fine. Just a little disappointing. Any other pots to destroy? No. Athena and Poseidon. So we cannot get the duo here, but we can get another Poseidon boon, potentially his dash. So I'm gonna go for this. And in typical fashion, we will take Poseidon first, because Poseidon always gives me a lot more trouble than Athena.
I'm ever grateful, nephew.
Your dash damages foes in an area and knocks them away. Perfect. Or boiling point. Your god gauge charges up faster when you take damage. I definitely think I'll take Tidal Dash here. Hopefully we see Patroclus.
On Olympus, I'm your closest confidant. You'd best remember this before you spurn me again.
I would very much like to see Patroclus because I'm getting a little iffy about my HP and my Death Defiance, my remaining Death Defiances. Oh, geez, I got popped. Okay, well this is exactly what I meant. I'm in a little bit of an iffy spot with my overall HP. So I may unfortunately have to sacrifice a Titan Blood for if another Death Defiance is offered in the Well of Charon. I probably will purchase that if I get out of Elysium and don't see Patroclus. I would love to see Patroclus, but we will see where this takes us. But look at how much damage the combination of Jolted and Zeus's Aid does. It's just insane how much. Oh, I got caught on the wall. Oh, thank goodness. I thought that guy was gonna rearm because I got caught. Anyway, like the.
Now then, I hope we can move past this little incident and keep our focus on the task at hand.
Zeus's call potential is really strong. Oh, Athena, you beautiful goddess. Deathless Stand. Death Defiance makes you impervious longer and replenishes one use. That's exactly what we wanted to see here.
Athena's power.
So that couldn't have gotten any better for us, I think. Now Dionysus versus Athena in this situation. Athena could potentially give us one more Death Defiance. She has 2 boons that benefit Death Defiances. So I am going to take her one more time over Dionysus, who really, strictly speaking, does not offer very much in the way of benefits to this boon. We'll kill your little friends. Yeah, so I think all we need now is Sea Storm, and we need a way to reliably, or Sea Storm and a duo with Poseidon okay. The Zeus Poseidon duo would be great, and then the other thing that I would love is Poseidon's Legendary, which makes
I'm
enemies.
here again to lend to you my power, noble cousin. Though your own strength of will is how you'll finally break free of that cruel place.
Poseidon's Legendary makes things get knocked away twice. So basically, you hit them, they get knocked away, and then they get knocked away a second time, which really synergizes well with how Poseidon works, because your goal is to hit things into barriers so they take extra damage. We will take, yeah, I guess Blinding Flasher. Your abilities that can deflect also make foes exposed.
Divine
So now.
protection.
Oh, hey, and of course we get Patroclus as well, which is pretty good. Now the question is, do I take...
Is this how you decided to repay me? Why, you must think that I abandoned you in life. When I went off to war without you, is that it? You think I had a choice?
So really the question here becomes, do I take the extra Death Defiance from him, or do I take the 60% damage up on my attack?
You ever want to travel past this glade, sir? Elysium in all its splendors. There's a lot to see. Sure you're all right?
I'm sure enough, stranger. I traveled far and wide whilst I drew breath. That got me rid of any wanderlust. This little corner suits me well, I think. I have the statue there, the river. It's quite nice.
If I'm being honest, I probably don't need the Kiss of Styx, and I may honestly survive the hero's fight better if I had the extra damage. But I think I'm going to take the Death Defiance because
Take care then.
it gives me peace of mind. Another Zeus boon. Okay, so here's our chance to potentially get the Zeus
More splitters.
Poseidon duo. I need to remember that I can use my cast to reflect enemy projectiles.
Come on then.
It's just a little tricky to remember to do that while I'm busy just slipping and sliding around, splashing and dashing. I feel like that was the name of an episode already.
Olympus, I accept this message.
All right, we still did not get it. Oh, And we have Zeus's, like, we should be able to get it now. Am I wrong? Here, hold on. Zeus, show me Sea Storm. Yeah, we can get Sea Storm here, so I'm going to try a reroll. Billowing Strength does sound good. Or honestly, Clouded Judgment probably sounds better, because most of my damage right now is genuinely coming from Zeus's Call, so making it charge up faster, but let us reroll, see if we get it.
To see more options.
No. Oh my goodness, you are being really stingy with this duo. Alright, we'll take Clouded Judgment then. Your God Gauge fills up faster when you deal or take damage by 10%. Or 10% increase, which is pretty good. And then we'll take the shop. I could definitely use some HP going into the heroes because I'm at risk of losing this Death Defiance. Of course, we're offered a Dionysus boon, who I couldn't care about less, although I guess Strong Drink would be pretty decent if we could get that. I think I will play it safe, though. I'm going to take the HP here. Do I want to buy the max health as well? I think I will. Our max HP pool is pretty low. That might give us the survivability to not lose a Death Defiance before we get to Styx. Let's see.
These two.
If you seek a swift and righteous death, you fiend, you've come to the right place.
Don't worry, Theseus. I seek 2, and I know I'm in the right place. I know full well that I'll get a good 2 swift and righteous deaths. I just don't think they're who you think they are. This bit is going on too long. We all get it. I'm threatening. I'm implying that I'm going to kill these 2. They are not going to kill me.
No grace or courage.
He has no style. He has no grace. This Zagreus has a silly face. DK. Donkey Kong is here. DK rap is legendary, but I have so many people that I know that just vehemently hate it because of how gross the Kongs kind of look and how easily that song gets caught in their head. Alright, well, that's fine. Let's just... Yeah, unfortunately, I am not really that great at running melee builds. I'll take what I can get. You know what I should have done? I should have used... I might actually have to. I'll have to use... Perfect. Oh, wait, I was a little too early. This is gonna... Yeah, he blocked it. Darn it. Oh, and he phased. Ugh. Alright, let's see if I can get rid of this guy as quick as possible. I don't think I did that much damage, actually, which is unfortunate. This is a really not great heroes fight. Oh, no. Demeter, please. Whoop. Demeter. Demeter. Okay, this is a little sketchy. I think the things I should do is try and get Theseus taken care of. There we go. Oh, he sounds so upset. That was actually kind of a weird sounding voice line, not gonna lie. I just need to be careful. Those shockwaves are way bigger than they look, and I am very prone to getting hit by them. So I have to wait them out very carefully. And here we will wait this move out, and then we'll dash in, get some more damage, and this should finish him because Zeus is, again... I genuinely think Zeus's aid is our biggest DPS coin right now.
You enjoyed the show out in the stands. Got them again, my shade.
Well, at least we only lost 1 Death Defiance, although I'm a little nervous going into Styx. I may, just for peace of mind, take the Luckier Tooth, or the Lucky Tooth, rather, just to play it safe. I wonder if that's the right choice here. Yeah, I have bad Juju vibes because I'm running a melee build and kind of, it's focused on the dash attack, which just has a very significant risk of me doing dumb things. Let's take, do I want to take the Yarn of Ariadne? Kind of do, but I don't know if I need to. Well, let's think about what I want here. I want Zeus and Poseidon boons, basically exclusively. Ideally, they're duo. I don't think that affects the chance of getting duos, though. Alright, I guess I've talked myself out of it.
One last stop. Check.
I have died a lot on this run. Thankfully, I have, so many extra lives. Convenience fee will make it harder to buy things, so we have 1 level of convenience fee, if I recall. It will make it harder to buy boons in here, but of course all we're being offered is Dionysus from the shop, so I guess I don't have to worry about that. Now here's the moment of truth. Are we going to be offered even a single Poseidon or Zeus boon in the 6 chambers? Because I'm getting the sense that I'm probably not.
It's a cup.
But let's see. Let's see if the game takes pity on us. Not a single Zeus or Poseidon. So the Sea Storm Dream is dead, the Poseidon Legendary Dream is dead, everything is dead, and I might be dead too. I guess we'll take the coin first. Honestly, you know what? I should go for the HP. I need some more survivability. I need more reliable survivability. Well, then that really begs the question, what do I want from Athena? What do I want from Ares if I'm going to go that route? Because they really don't fit that well into this build. I guess, you know what? I'll go for Athena because she still has the chance of giving us one more Death Defiance. If I have 4 Death Defiances going into Hades, I should be more than safe. Like, our damage still isn't bad, but it's gonna be very lackluster against Hades. All of our damage is gonna come from charging up Zeus's call, and depending on that and Jolted's damage, I think.
You're mine.
Which is pretty lame when I say that out loud and realize what that means. I guess we could always, oh my goodness, let me go through the wall, please. I guess we could always stand to gain, Hermes could always give us rush delivery, and that would be a nice little damage steroid for us, but it wouldn't carry the run. I also don't know what it does and does not affect, because it may not affect the call, it may not affect status ailment. I don't know if it's like it affects all damage sources or only specific like base damage sources. Not a fan of these guys just kind of safe spot camping me, but whatever. We're just gonna finish you off this way. What? Wait, what? Oh no. I didn't realize it was that low. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, okay. I'm going to be holding out for Wells of Charon and hoping that I can afford a Death Defiance, because this is super sketchy now. Yeah, let's take Athena.
Try this way.
Let's hope that we can get another Death Defiance from her as well. Like, our DPS is definitely there, but it is soupy. It is soupy. It's soupy risky. And because I am vulnerable when I use the dash strike, it's not like blocking damage. It is pretty darn risky. And I don't have a good way of salvaging my situation. I'm just gonna have to play super safe against Hades or risk a loss. Like, look at this. I'm still getting hit periodically. Like, they're still hitting me through my dash. Ugh. I am taking so much unnecessary damage, but at the same time, I don't really know what to do differently to survive this.
This time.
We're super low HP.
When I first notified Lord Father Zeus and other members of our family of your existence, Zagreus, it was Uncle Poseidon here who first leapt up and pledged his power over sea and earth to you. Is that not so, Uncle?
This is a little frustrating. This is the duo we're gonna get. Athena and Poseidon. Minus 10% damage from bosses. Like, yeah, it'll keep us a little bit more alive, but that's really nothing.
Exactly so, Athena. You with that fine memory of yours. What isn't every day I learn my doleful brother Hades sired a fine son. He does not know how good he has it there. And you, nephew, could have it even better here.
Like, think about it. If Hades does 40 damage, 10% reduction is 4 less damage. That means nothing to us. On the other hand, Last Stand, Death Defiances restore more HP than usual, and it replenishes one use. That is very useful to us, and I am very thankful we got that. Now, I really don't think it's worth running more chambers. I could go for that HP, but I would probably lose more HP on the way there. I think this is a run where I need to play it safe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the HP here.
Just what I need.
I'm going to take this Hermes boon. I think quick recovery works really well for us here, especially because it's epic. After taking damage, quickly dash to recover some HP you just lost, but 50%. That will give us a significantly increased amount of survivability. 15% flat dodge chance is great too, but since I'm dashing around nonstop anyway, I think that makes more sense.
Good enough to eat.
And then this palm. Razor Shoals does a lot of damage. Double Strike is nice. I don't know what's better between Razor Shoals or Tidal Dash. I think I'll put it on Razor Shoals because that's always going to be applied on enemies, whereas Tidal Dash might not.
Stronger still.
It depends on me, like, getting into range.
Fang-bearing Cerberus directs all 3 of its attentions toward the satyr sack.
Okay. I'm in a relatively okay position, but I definitely am sweating just a tad about how this might go. Wish me luck, Kiwi. Here we go.
think I'll ever get accustomed to the breeze.
Untold murderous wretches in my realm, all at my beck and call, yet still you made it here.
Yes, we did like max the number of enemies we'd see on the way here with jury summons, but that never stopped us in the past. Jury summons, like jury summons is rough because realistically speaking, it does significantly increase the risk of you taking damage because you are constantly like every enemy that is on the field is another potential thing that could hit you. I'm playing slow and still getting hit. So what am I to do? All right, here, let's pop Zeus and just get as much damage as possible. Okay, dash out of there. And again, I need to remember that since I have my healing option, I can potentially evade some unnecessary damage. Or maybe not evade it so much as heal it off afterwards. Okay, there's his first phase. This is where things start to get a little sketchy because he just gets all of these enemies on the field that can cause issue. I'm going to pop the Zeus Call and just try and kill them as quick as possible. I didn't actually mean to do a second one, but that's fine. Now we don't have to worry about the chariot at all, which is good for me. I'm not dash striking nearly as much, and again, I am just going to depend on Zeus's Call to do as much damage as possible. We're bailing out because I do not want to get hit while I have this debuff. That'll do so much damage to us. Oh, no. So, just going to try and keep Zeus's Call going on him as much as possible.
And fight once more upon the surface realm where you were slain.
Once again, I'm going to focus on killing his allies first and then worrying about him afterwards. These Draken heads are actually probably the biggest threat right now because look at how little damage we do because we cannot... They're not affected by our knockback boons, or most of our Poseidon boons. Oh, no. Ooh, dodge that. Okay. We're probably going to lose a Death Defiance in a moment, but that's fine. I think we're getting reasonably... Really? Was I dash striking there, or did I just get clipped? I'm not sure. All right, we still have 2 of these. All right. Phase 1 done.
Come on, get up.
Try that again.
I'm just going straight to pop a Razor Shoals debuff on him. Kill that. Pop Zeus. I don't know. I can't even tell what he's doing. Okay, well, we got hit by it. That's fine. Oh, no. I reflected his projectile. Just need a little bit more damage. Not the damage I meant. Oh, dear. Kiwi, I am so spooked right now. Like, I know I have 2 more Death Defiances. That does not necessarily make me feel safe. You got a shield. Oh, okay. I didn't think he would attack until the shield went down, admittedly, so this is unfortunate. I do have I have 3 seconds of invulnerability while after using a Death Defiance because of that Athena boon. I'm bailing out here so that I don't take extra damage. Oh no, lasers! Lasers are extra damage. Oh boy. Alright, so I'm 1 hit from death. Okay. Gonna pop my call. I had to bail out because I didn't want to get hit there. Can I bounce the shield at him? I can. That did 20 damage, so it's nothing, but... Oh, he's gonna pot at us. We got him. Okay, that was a little sketchier than I'd like to admit.
It seems I was no match for you this time.
I was definitely a match for myself, though. Oh boy.
I'll get you yet.
Well, in my defense, I never play the aspect of Zagreus. I always play the other shields that are a lot more reliable in how they play. But we also kind of got dicked over by RNG a little bit there. This hammer was completely useless. We don't need that on our little wind idol here. Zeus's call, though, absolutely. Dashing Wallop was honestly whatever, but Jolted or Double Strike... Honestly, Quick Recovery may have saved us a whole lot of HP. I wasn't paying attention because I was too busy trying not to die. But we clutched it out. It wasn't nearly as close as I think I'm making it out to be, but it really did feel that way. I think, yeah. Well, let's no, that's not the one. Let's take Last Stand. That was pretty big. Athena may not have given us her dash, but she did give us our win, I think.
Imagine that Prince Zagreus experiences some sort of joyous outcome for a change. in contrast to the arbitrary and unfortunately painful death he shall experience now.
Actually, considering the fact that we used both of the death defiances that Athena granted us, we absolutely got carried by Athena there. I wish I could say it was skill, but no, I got the between Patroclus.
I'm back.
You know what? It's a good thing I took that extra life from Patroclus.
I can't believe it, Mr. Hypnos. How did you do it? All the shades that have been lining up, they've been moving right along.
You know, you're right. They have. They definitely have. It's pretty hard to notice since they're slow, but I have a keen eye. And so do you. You noticed before I did in this case. What did you say your question was back there?
I asked you how you did it. Got the traffic flow moving a little faster, and it's the sarcophagus things, isn't it? Right down the hall. The shades, they're scared to stand around. That's brilliant, Mr. Hypnos. I'm impressed.
So the house decor we got on the floor there with the sarcophaguses with the bones on it, that's funny.
Oh, that, well, really, it was nothing, Dusa. Though, I'll tell you something. It is good to know that you're impressed with me.
I don't know if I'd go that far. Anyway, I'll mark this as resolved.
Mark it away.
I knew you could do it.
Thanks, Mom.
You did it again.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that Hypnos has no shame about taking credit for other people's decisions.
I'm sorry, Zagreus. I've pressing matters to attend to now.
But he's an honest boy. He doesn't actually say that he did it. He just is happy that someone's happy with him for a change.
Bye, Mother.
The much-feared Cerberus licks endlessly at something on the floor.
Sounds very dog.
You're interrupting me during my time at work.
Geez, no one wants to talk to me today.
I hope your day or night is just as splendid as my own, my friend.
Is this what we get for completing everyone's, like, talking in-house talking narratives? Because no one wants...
Nice one, wretched broker.
No one wants to talk to us today. I guess this is going to be a very quick end of house
Here, you can
roundup.
have these, Chef.
Let's see, we get gems and some keys. Cool.
I'm much obliged.
At least Nyx is here to talk to.
Nyx, I've come to know the god of swiftness, Hermes, though it seems to me he doesn't work directly with the others on Olympus. Do you know him well?
Lord Hermes is a point of contact, yes. Among Olympians, he works the closest with our operations here, and aids with shepherding the souls of the departed to our gates. Accept his help, for he is faithful to our cause.
I get it. Thank you, Nyx.
No way, you grew up in Delphi too? Cause of death, impalement. Alright. Well, I guess this is a much faster house roundup than I expected, but I'm not going to complain too much.
I need to trouble you
Oh,
for something,
okay.
Zag.
Well, this is exciting.
Meg, what a surprise. Again. What is it? What's the matter? Wait, why are you looking at me like that?
Shut up already, Zagreus, and come here.
And the whip comes out.
You really... Oh.
Yeah, sure. Either way will be okay. I'm okay with this. Let's go. Although I will say, between the interactions that we had between Zagreus and Thanatos versus Meg here, I liked the interaction that led up to this with Thanatos a bit more. But I'm okay with this. I mean, it would not be far from an Olympian to have some degree of polygamy.
I thought you'd never ask, but I'm glad you did.
And we got the approval of our master Achilles, so...
Wow. Meg, what I'm trying to say is, are we good? Or...
I get the sense that you're good, Zagreus.
You ask too many questions, Zag. But yes, I'd say we are again, for now. But if you tell another soul, I'll kill you. Understand?
But, no, wait, not even Than?
Than's not an idiot. He wants what's best for you. And he isn't the jealous type. Besides, I have a good working relationship with him, as you well know.
Yeah, but what about you? You're the punisher of jealousy. What if I...
We're not mere mortals, Zag. Mortals cling to one another viciously because their lives are short. What do we care? If Nyx has taught me one thing, it's that the heart has no bounds. Now quit your worry and get prepared for when we meet again out there. See you around.
I appreciate that they are aware Zagreus has his concerns, but Meg is confident in it. And I think, I mean, I in my original playthrough, I didn't get the individual scenes. I got just the Than, Meg, Zagreus interaction all at once. So I'm gonna assume that might build up into this down the road, but it is interesting to see kind of the after effect of if you chose one before the other, what happens. I appreciate that. But
see you around. Yes.
I will say, in my own personal experiences, I'm more of I'm not a polygamy sort of guy. It just, I've seen too many people get hurt by that sort of relationship. If it works for you, power to you. I have my reservations about the notion. All right, another rail run. I've been craving one of these. We have not really played anything with the aspect of Eris, so let's go ahead and take a run of Eris on the next playthrough. And I'm going to do something silly. Like, I could definitely go Zeus, but we've had so many Zeus-centered builds. We have not played with Dionysus in a long while, so we're going to go Eris Rail with Dionysus Keepsake and get Dionysus on the attack and stack up a whole bunch of poison stacks and then get that damage enhanced, because Eris is special. For 4 seconds after absorbing your special's blast, deal more damage by 30%. But that affects all sources of damage, even status ailments. So I'm curious to see how heavily can we melt enemies with this build.
What's the matter? You gone soft or something, pal?
All right, Kibi. But with all that said, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're asleep, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you, and I will see you in the next one.